Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will look at minimum recolors to get k consecutive black blocks problem, which is from Leetcode number 2379. Let's now look at the problem statement. In this problem you are given a zero index string blocks of length n, where block set I is either W or B, representing the color of the ith block. The character W and B denotes the colors black and white, you can say, and you are also given an integer k, which is the desired number of consecutive black blocks. In one operation you can recolor a white block such that it becomes a black block. Return the minimum number of operations needed such that there is at least one occurrence of k consecutive black blocks. Now if you look at the example, then it is asking about find the minimum number of recoloring required, so that the recoloring means you convert a white ball into black, and you need to find out k consecutive number of black blocks. Okay, if recoloring is required, then we need to do that. Then how to perform this operation? If you look at this entire number of blocks, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 9 blocks. You can take from 0 to 6 as one of the sub array, right? And then you can find out, are all of these black? There are certain white blocks too, so you just find out how many of them are white. So 3 of them are white, that means 3 recoloring is required. Now this substring is done. Find the next substring. So you will go to the next substring, and in this case it will be starting with index 1. Again reparse the entire substring and find out how many white balls are present, because the white balls needs to be recolored to the black balls. If you find out for all of these substrings, then you will find that 3 is the minimum number of white blocks that are present inside a substring of size k, which is 7 in this case, right? And therefore 3 is the answer. Now if you follow this simple approach where you start with 0 and find k number of characters and find and actually count how many of them are white, and again you start with 1 and repeat the process, again you start with 2 and repeat the process, then the time complexity is going to be order of nk. Now let's look at if nk is going to work in this case. So n value is 100 and the k value maximum is n, which can be 100. So the nk approach will be 10 to the power of 4, which is very less than 10 to the power of 8, and definitely this is going to pass. And since this approach is going to pass, therefore it is marked as an easy problem, right? But let's see how to optimally solve this. Well, you can optimally solve this by using the sliding window approach, where you are already knowing the size of the window, which is k. The substring and the window is the same concept, right? So you can assume it like an array where you want to find out all the subarrays of size k in such a way that you want to keep track of the count of white balls. So I can just simply take an iterator which is starting with 0, and you can keep counting the white balls, or you can say I will keep counting the black balls. So let's say you are counting the black ball. So this is white, so just skip it. This is a black ball, so you just make it 1. This is a black ball, make it 2. This is a white ball, and so you will just be skipping it. Now when you are at 3, when you have hit an index k minus 1, you are hitting an index k minus 1, then you can form a valid window starting from 0. So if your ith index is actually greater than equals to your k value, or you can say k minus 1 value, then you can find your valid window. Other than that, when you are at 0, 1, 2, you cannot form a valid window ending at this point, right? Ending at the ith index. So if I have to form a valid window ending at ith index, it should be minimum third index, because k value is 4. Okay, now that you have found a valid window, the count of black balls will tell you how many white balls are present, because the k value is saying how many items are present from 3 to 0. So there are 4 items, and the count of black balls are 2. So how many white balls are present, which will be k minus black, which will be 2. So you need 2 white balls to be converted to 2 black balls. So 2 recoloring are required, and therefore the recoloring for this particular window starting at 0 ending at 3 will be 2. And you want to minimize the recoloring, so I will be taking a minimum recoloring variable initialized to integer maximum or infinity, and just try to take the minimum of infinity comma 2. So 2 will be the result in this case. Now when I want to go to the next value, that means index 4, then you know that your entire substring size will be 4, so this 0 will be lost from the left side. So when you try to move forward, a white count will be added and a white count from here will get subtracted. But since we are only tracking the black, we are losing white here, so no change will happen to the black. And since a new addition of white is happening, so no change will happen to the black. Again, if you find out the count of white balls, it will be the total size of the window, which is 4 minus 2 the black balls. So it will say that 2 white balls are present from 1 to 4, and that is correct. So minimum of 2 comma 2 will be 2, so no change is going to happen. Now when you move to the next value, then a black ball is left out on the left side, which is at index 1, so you will be decreasing the count by 1, and the new ball which is added is also black, so you will increase the count by 1. So there is no effect, and so the minimum recoloring will remain to be 2, because the count of white balls will be 2. Now when you move to the right hand side, again you will find that this black ball at 2 will be lost and a new black ball is getting added. So 2 will decrease to 1 and again it will increase to 2, so no change will happen to the count of black balls, and again the answer will not change. If it moves to the right hand side with index 7, a black ball is getting added and a white ball is getting left out. So if you remove the white ball, no change will happen to the black ball, but if you add a black ball, it will become 3 count of black balls. So in this particular window from 4 to 7, how many black balls are present? 3 black balls. So how many white balls are present? 4 minus 3, that is 1 white ball. So 1 white ball changing to 1 black ball will require 1 recoloring in this window, and since 1 is less than 2, update this minimum recoloring required to 1. Now move to the right hand side. So a white ball will be lost and the white ball is added, so no change to the black. So the values will not change. Again you move to the right hand side, a black ball will be lost from 5 and a white ball is getting added. So losing a black ball will decrease the value of black to 2. Adding a white ball will not do any change to the count of black balls. How many white balls are present in this window? 6 to 9. It is 4 minus 2, which is 2. So 2 white balls needs to be converted to 2 black balls. So the recoloring required in this window 6 to 9 is 2, and the minimum recoloring is already 1. So no update will happen, and then you go out of bound, you will be stopping. So the answer in this case will be 1, and this is what we want to return. Now in this case, if I say that the size of the blocks is, let's say 10, okay, which is n, which is the blocks dot size, and the k size is 4, then the number of windows that you can form will be n minus k plus 1, which is 7. This plus 1 is added because the index 3 can also be included, right? Because the size is inclusive. You cannot just subtract 10 and 4. You have to add plus 1 for the inclusivity. Okay. So I hope this technique is clear. In this case, the time complexity will be order of n, because we are just seeing an item maximum 2 times when we are adding and when we are removing. That's it. And the space complexity of this will be order of 1, because the space is not dependent on the size of the blocks. So this is the entire approach. I hope it is clear. Let's now look at the code.
If you are someone who is looking to prepare for top product based company within a limited time of just 3 months, then we have brought for you both the DSA and the system design live interview training program. The most important feature of this program is you get a filtered and condensed structured curriculum, in-depth discussion of all the topics, and my guarantee of your understanding, one-on-one guidance with me, and live weekend classes. To know more about the training, you can WhatsApp us on this given number.
In this problem, we are given the blocks as in the form of a string and the value k. So take the block size, take the black count and the minimum recoloring, initialize to infinity value, which is integer maximum. Then iterate for all of the indices. If the current element is black, increment the black counter. If the I value is greater than equals to k minus 1, that means you can form a valid window. Then try to minimize the recoloring required by finding the white balls in the current window, which is the window size minus the black balls count, comma the already known minimum recoloring count. So this is how you will be able to find the minimum recoloring at the end. And since we are sliding, so the left hand side item will be removed, right hand side item gets added here, and the left hand side item gets removed at this point. So if the left hand side item is actually the I minus k plus 1th index, if it is black, then we are losing a black count. Otherwise, if it was white, then since I am only tracking the black balls, I will not be requiring to update anything, right? At the end, the minimum recoloring will be returning the window of size k, where you will be having minimum number of white balls. Okay, so this is the entire code. I hope it is clear. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of these programming videos. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.